is, girl, if he's not attracted to you, there is absolutely nothing you can do to make him be attracted to you. I get that question a lot. Janice, how can I make him be attracted to me? You can't. There's nothing you can do. Welcome back to Church Girls Want to Get Married Too. My name is Janice Hylton. Please be sure to thumb this video up, share this out. If you have a community tab, share it out on all of your social media network. Invite a friend, tell them about Church Girls, and be sure to tell them about our 20 dating rules for 2020. Again, let me run over the rules really quick and then I'm going to get to number 6. Number 1 is to choose a good husband. Don't complain about the husband you have after you marry him. You didn't Nobody forced you to marry him. You chose the husband. One lady said, "Oh my God, I hate the way my husband chew." What was you doing all the time you was dating? You didn't watch him eat? Girl, bye. Number 2 is take the cookie off the table. Stop dishing out the cookie. Not because he sleep with you means he wants you. He's gonna marry you, girl. Stop dishing it out. Take it off the cookie off the table. It's not for offer out. Okay. Number 3 is knowing our identity in Christ. From my book, In Christ I Am, which is the t shirt I am wearing. How we need to know our identity in Christ, ladies. Know that we are daughters of the King, that we are princesses, that God died for us. He loved us, and so we need to love ourselves. And if we love ourselves, we will not allow a lot of the things we allow. We will not allow Tom, Dick, Harry, and the 12 tribes of Israel and the 12 disciples to abuse our bodies because we know who we are and we know our identity in Christ. Let me back up to number 2, take the cookie off the table, is from my book, The Naked Wife. Take the cookie off the table, dear. Okay. Number 4 is stop falling in love. Every man you meet, you in love. Girl, how many times you been in love? For real. How many times you fallen in love some man you just met? Girl, I'm in love. You just met him. You don't know anything about him. And then 3 months later, girl, he was a wolf in sheep's clothing. Number 5 is you need to make a list. Make a list of the things you want in a husband. Make that your blueprint from my book, 23 Types of Guys You Might Meet on Social Media. This is all of my books are available on Amazon or on my blog, Janice Hilton blog. You need to make a list. It is your guideline. It's your guidepost. It is the thing that help you to guide you as you date. I know a lot of people, especially church folks, where divorce is over 51% in the church, do not believe in making a list. So that means the church folks is doing something wrong if divorce is over 51% in the church. Girl, make you a list. It's a guideline of what you want. I share how my list, and it took me years to perfect my list. Number 1, he must be born again. Number 2, he must be a tither. Number 3, he must be a gentleman. Number 4, he must have a good job and be able to provide for me, independent of me, and I have more. I say make a list of 10 things, negotiable and non-negotiable. The non-negotiables are things like he must be born again for me. If he is not, if I meet a very wonderful man that have everything is on my list, but he is not born again, guess what? Then that is not the man for me. And number 6, attraction. How do I get this man that I really like to be attracted to me? Baby girl, sweetie pie, honey bun. There is absolutely nothing you can do to get the man you like to be attracted to you. Why? Men fall in love with their eyes. Women fall in love with what we hear. This is why, ladies, I beg of you, look at my other video. Do not stay on the phone all night, 24 hours, texting and talking to some man you just met. Because you will fall in love because he's singing you a lot of sweet things and sweet lies. And the next thing you know, you're soul tied and you're thinking about him all day. And you want to call him and you want to text him and you just want to talk to him because you've allowed that man to get in your spirit. So, my beloved, if the man has seen you and he is not attracted to you, there is absolutely nothing you can do. Because why? They fall in love with their eyes. They don't fall in love with you because you have a sweet spirit. They find out you have a sweet spirit after they fall in love because of what they see and they like what they see and they approach you based on what they see, not because you got a sweet spirit, girl. That come later. Then he figured, oh, not only is she extremely attractive, but she has a very, very sweet spirit too. So you need to understand, if we could understand this one thing, girls, this will help us to avoid so many heartaches and breaks. If we understand that the man must see us and be attracted to us and be interested in us. Now, I'm talking about men, real men who want to be married and take on the responsibility of a wife and children, not a hobo, H-O-B-O sexual. That's somebody that's looking for somewhere to live, not a nurse or a purse. That is somebody that's looking for a nurse to take care of them, or somebody that's looking for a purse. I am talking about a man who I call a Mr. Wonderful, or the Mr. 23 man husband in my book, or Mr. Husband who has, or a prepared man who had prepared himself to be a husband. When he sees you, you cannot do anything to be for him to be attracted. You have to be what he wants. If you are not what he wants, my beloved, they will sleep with you. Okay? And don't think because they sleep with you, then that means he's attracted to you or he wants to marry you. I have a blog I wrote about, I think, 75 reasons why they sleep with you, but they won't wife you. So don't think because he sleep with you that he's attracted to you or he wants to marry. A lot of men, as long as you have a whole child, as he can get it off. That's all they want to do. Okay? So you have to be what he wants. If you are not what he wants, please do not get into this thing that a lot of women do in trying to become what he wants. Either you're it or you're not it. And if you're not it, my beloved, I beg of you to walk away, because God has a man out there for you who will love you and accept you and be attracted to you for who you are and what you are. When I was writing this book, 23 Types of Guys You Might Meet on Social Media, which is available on my blog or on Amazon, I asked my husband again. I said, "Why did you marry me?" My husband was in his mid 40s. I just turned 34 when I met him. I was a wonderful guy. And we asked the question, why you not married? Why you ain't got nobody? Okay, even though my daddy said, man always got somebody. He said, well, when I was looking for a wife, I wasn't looking for one of the Kardashians. I love smart women, so you didn't have to be like Condoleezza Rice, but you got to be smart like a Michelle. You had to be sexy like Janet, and you have to be good with kids and family and a home like Mary Poppins. So my husband was looking for Condoleezza Rice and Michelle Obama, Janet Jackson, and Mary Poppins. And guess what? They're all in me. That's why he married me, child. He said he knew at it took him a month to call me to take me out. Watch my other video. I told you that story. And then so we went out the other month and he said he knew. He knew then he was going to marry me. You see that? There is something specific they are looking for. This is why some men will shack up with you, have five, six, seven babies with you, buy a house with you, buy a car with you, but won't marry you, and go meet a girl and marry her in 3 months. Why? Because she is what he wants. They have this picture in their heads of what they want, of who they want. And if you're not it, I know you're not it, girl. You just need to pack your bags and move along, because there is somebody out there for you. So now this kind of explains why my husband's never been married, thank God. And he always told me from the night he met me, he said, "You're very smart for selling your." When I met him selling my first book, Praying for Our Children, at a networking event, he said, "You are so smart for thinking about doing that with your book at a network event." He's always told me I was smart. He always told me that I was sexy like Janet. I just didn't know the Mary Poppins part. But he has told me that one of the things that attracted him to me, that he liked about me, was I talked always about my daughter and I cared about her, and I put her first. Our dates, when I was dating my husband, lasted no more than 2 hours. My husband and I, when we were dating, we never went to dinner and a movie because that would be like 4 hours. Okay, 2 hours. I meet him most times at Applebee's because I eat, and 2 hours I would rush back home because my daughter was home, and my daughter was 18, I believe, when I met my husband. And so, ladies, I want you to remember this, that men are attracted to something specific about us. In the show Married at First Sight, there's Mindy and Zach. Okay, and she's just nagging him about why he is not attracted to her. That's because men have a picture in their mind of what they find attractive and who they are attracted to. It doesn't mean we're not beautiful. It doesn't mean we're not attractable. It just means that for him, we are not what he wants and we are not what he's attracted to. And excuse me, it's okay. A lot of the ladies are mad at Zach because he's not attracted to Mindy. Why? It's okay. It's okay he's not attracted to her. Even though he said he's attracted to her, he finds her attractive, which I don't think he is. He's just saying that so he doesn't get a backlash, or he say what he knows the audience wants to hear. So, beloveds, my number six is there's absolutely nothing you can do to get him to be attracted to you if you are not what he wants. How to get him to be attracted to you? Nothing. If you're not what he wants, if you are what he wants, I don't care what you have on. I told you I went to the supermarket in my bathrobe. Bathrobe. I woke up late. My hair was standing on top of my head. I might put that picture up on for this video. Okay. Had on my robe, some sunflower boots, had on some shades, and honey, I was walking down the supermarket aisle as if I was on a runway. You hear me? I had about three or four men that came up to me and talked to me and tell me how lucky and blessed my husband was. So it doesn't matter what you have on. It doesn't if you have a full face of makeup. It don't matter if your hair is standing on top of your head. If you are what he wants, and if he finds you attractive, because attraction is not only physical, if you're what he wants, there's nothing and that's what it is. You are what he wants. And there's nothing we can. I know lots of women who is trying to get some man to be attracted to her, and it's just not going to work. And we need to stop that. All right, beloved. So be sure to check the other videos out of all the 2020. This is number six. I'm going to finish these 20 in February. This is February 2nd, 2020. I'm going to finish all 20 this month. Please be sure to check my books out. This video. Share this out if you have a community tab. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think and catch me on number for number 7. Love you. Got to go. Bye bye. Have a wonderful day. Bye.